So each account number has two parts to it. The first part is the general ledger division, and that's either going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And this goes again in that same order as the accounting equation. So assets are 100s, liabilities are 200s, owner's equities are 300s, revenues are 400s, and expenses are 500s. So that's the first number. The second part of the account number is the location within that general ledger division. So within assets or within revenues or within expenses. So if I look at supplies here, the first number is a 1 because it's an asset. An asset's the first thing in the accounting equation. And the second chunk of that account number is 50. So if I count down supplies as the 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth account within the asset general ledger division. So the actual vocab word for assigning account numbers and arranging and opening these accounts is file maintenance. So file maintenance is the organization of all of our accounts in a ledger. And let's say we've been going along in our business and all of a sudden we have a new account that we need to open. That's also considered file maintenance. So it keeps everything current and up to date in terms of our accounts. And all it is, again, is assigning the ledger account name and the number. So once you have your accounts all in order by their names, you'll assign the number, and numbers are initially assigned by tens. So if I was opening this water expense account and I already have advertising expense at 510 and insurance expense at 520, I'd do 10 more above the previous account. So I would be 530 for water expense. If you're opening an account that falls in between two 10 numbers, then you're going to use a 5. So gasoline expense is opened in between advertising and insurance. And the reason I'm placing it in between here is because when we list our expense accounts, we just list them alphabetically. The same goes for accounts payable or accounts receivable. You list them alphabetically. So G in the alphabet falls between A and I, and I've already assigned numbers by 10. So now I'm going to go in between 10 and 20 and use a 5. So I would do 515 for gasoline expense. If you had something, let's say, in between advertising and gasoline where you've already done a 5, then you can start going by ones for your numbers. So the actual process of opening an account is just writing the account name and number on the ledger form. So here's the ledger form, and the first thing you would do would be to write the account title or the name. So they wrote cash, and you'd have a separate ledger form for each account title. And then the second thing would be to write the account number, and that number again is based off of how you assigned it in the chart of accounts. So you can see that for cash, they've written account number 110 because it is 100, it's an asset, and it's the very first asset we always list, and so we go by 10. And that takes care of lesson 4.1, which covers the chart of accounts.
Well, calculator. Oh, you like that one, huh?
We do not get a lot of humor here, and when we do, it's wonderful.
Oh.
Tad, come in here! Say it.